So this is going to be a really simple video today. It's on how to start at least a container garden really cheap, and it kind of can domino effect to if you have some flower beds at your place. First thing is the container was actually free. We pulled it off the curb. Sometimes during the spring and throughout the year you find people throwing away things. This one, they were thrown away. I did fill it up almost all the way with mulch. The mulch I actually got from the local dump, and that helps just fill up the room, fill up the space, I'm sorry. But the one big thing about this is that whenever you put any type of compost or mulch and everything, eventually it's going to start breaking down and going down in size and everything. So keep that in the back of your mind. Okay, so I did fill it up a little bit with dirt, and I also put some water in it. It just helped it settle and everything. And I'm about ready to plant seeds. This container is going to be actually a pepper planter as far as just starting the seeds and everything. And these are the seeds I'm going to be using, and they come from a couple of different places. The first three of these, of course, are from the dollar store. They're four for $1. Like I said, you know, there's a price point with just about everything. Now, these are two of my favorite companies that I like to get seeds from. One is going to be Botanical Interest, and then the other one is going to be Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. The Botanical Interest I can normally get at the local A store, but I like the variety that I can get off of Baker Creek. And another thing about these two is that they have a lot of information on the back. This one, the botanical one, also has it to where if you open up the inside, there's going to be more information in it. This one, they also have it up here as far as the ideal temperature and everything. So you get an idea as far as what to look for. And a lot of the seed companies will have something like this and will tell you when the best time for planting and everything, and the cost and exactly what you have. Just do your research, and if you're going to be planting stuff, plant stuff that your family's going to eat so that they will eat it. Another thing of it is with me combining everything, we're going to probably be doing the planter in quarters, and you know, you just label everything so that you know exactly what's going to be growing, especially if you're not used to what the plants look like right off the bat. Also about the seeds, one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is if you're on food stamps, you can actually purchase seeds and live plants, vegetable and herbs from the grocery store or Walmart, and it's going to be covered by your food stamps. So when I get done planting the seeds and putting some soil over it, I make sure everything's labeled and everything's corresponding. It's just a simple label tape with pen. And I forgot to mention, the soil that I'm using is a combination of a little bit of compost and soil that we're getting from order pots and everything. You know, it's something that I have and I'm going to use, so it's free. Now, I try to do as much organic gardening as much as possible. So if you do something like that, you might want to put some fertilizer and just keep it really simple as far as when you do, but just about any fertilizer will do. I do have some Miracle Grow on hand that I've been slowly using up with a combination of the Dr. Earth. I've had really good response to it. So this is the little plant nursery that I have, and you know, just watering it. One of the key things to watering is that you do have a watering can, especially when you're using seeds, because you don't want the seeds to scatter around too much. And another thing about the water is that I do collect water in a rain barrel, which kind of cuts down on some of the expense. And another way that I get plants, these tomato plants, I don't know what kind of tomato plants they are, but they are actually from the compost pile. So sometimes you do get things that spring up, and that's when you use what you have.